continuing with agriculture sector students, and as I said in my previous e-class that I'll be continuing with the measures to increase the agriculture productivity, and in that the other measures, the third part of the heading, it says that to improve the agriculture productivity, farmers are needed to educate, or they may be well informed about new technology to bring changes in their working pattern. It is but natural that they should know what is going on. They should know about the new technology that has come in the market that will be helpful to them to increase the productivity. Even for they should be awakened for bad customs of rural areas and can be explained about not to believe in fatalism. Yes, they should be explained not to believe in the bad customs, to come out from that, वो बेड़ियों को तोड़ के बाहर निकलना और सब कुछ किस्मत होती है ऐसा सोच के जाने देना नहीं चाहिए. New measures like agriculture fair can be used to increase agriculture productivity. Agriculture fair means मेला लगाना चाहिए जिससे productivity जो है वो increase हो. In addition to that, agriculture allied activities like cattle rearing, poultry farming, food processing, jungle and others can be used to reduce the dependency on agriculture. Now, in order to reduce the dependency on agriculture, apart from agriculture, the other activities like cattle rearing, poultry farming, food processing, jungle, इन सब के बारे में भी उन्हें knowledge देना चाहिए, उनको बताना चाहिए how to do the work in a better way. इससे dependency on agriculture will obviously reduce. That can increase agriculture productivity. If small scale industries can be expanded to rural areas, that kind of industries can become supporting to agriculture, and that can make improvement of agriculture productivity easier and possible in reality. Now, over here, it is telling us that small scale industries should be given importance. The number of small scale industries should be increased in rural areas, and such kind of industries, obviously it becomes supportive. It is supporting the agriculture sector, and yes, it will improve the agriculture productivity and the things will become easy and possible in real sense. Now, students, I move on to the next topic, that is modern agriculture. Modern agriculture, yes, as you can see on the screen, basically it is divided into parts, but yes, I'll go through the introduction of modern agriculture. It says that Indian traditional agriculture uses organic manure, seeds, all old techniques. Traditional means it is but natural, the old ways of production. These old ways, these instruments give very less productivity, and the use of them was unable to satisfy agricultural requirements of entire nation. Yes, इनसे productivity जो थी वो इतनी नहीं होती थी जिससे हमारे पूरे कंट्री का जो रिक्वायरमेंट है वो जितना हमें चाहिए उतना नहीं हो पाता था. Therefore, since 1966, modern agriculture emerged in our country. Modern agriculture नाम से ही मालूम चल जाता है, it uses modern inputs, it uses modern methods. The new inputs like hybrid seeds, we have already discussed about them in previous class. Chemical fertilizers, pesticides, new machines of agriculture, irrigation, yes, we have discussed about all of them. Now, due to use of these modern inputs, these modern ways, it is but natural that agriculture production increases extensively. Yes, the agriculture production will increase if all these ways are used, are applied. This was counted as revolution. This revolution of agriculture, therefore, it was called green revolution. बट नेचुरल एग्रीकल्चर के फील्ड में है तो इसका नाम ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन रहेगा. सो Let us know the meaning and the other names of green revolution. Yes, the very first topic in modern agriculture is green revolution itself. Now, use of new technology of agriculture started from the year 1960-61 at 7 districts of India as pilot project. Pilot project का मतलब होता है कि है ना, यहाँ पे प्रोजेक्ट जो स्टार्ट किया गया था ये स्टडी बेस पे किया गया था कि अगर हम इतना इतना नया टेक्नोलॉजी यूज़ कर रहे हैं तो प्रोडक्शन कितना इंक्रीज हो रहा है. दैट इज ओवर हियर नोन एज दैट इज द 7 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में जो पायलट प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्ट हुआ था रिलेटेड टू ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन. नाउ दिस इनिशियली बिगिनिंग में इसका नाम था इंटेंस एग्रीकल्चरल डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्रोग्राम. इसको इन शॉर्ट IADP बोला जाता है. दैट मीन्स इंटेंसिव एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोग्राम फॉर द डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स. Due to wonderful success with the passing of time, it was applied to whole nation. But natural है ये पूरे नेशन में तभी ही आया क्योंकि ये जो पायलट स्टडी था, जो पायलट प्रोजेक्ट था, ये बहुत ज़्यादा सक्सेसफुल हुआ था. अब क्योंकि ये सक्सेसफुल हुआ तो धीरे धीरे इसके जो फ्रूट्स थे, इसका जो रिजल्ट था वो पूरे कंट्री को मिलना चाहिए, इसीलिए ये पूरे कंट्री में स्टार्ट किया गया था. When it was implemented to nation, this was known as HYVP, that is High Yielding Varieties Program. यहाँ पे yield जो था, production जो था वो ज़्यादा होने लगा था as the modern technology was used. That means the program of high yield products, which is also known as Green Revolution. It is also known as Modern Agricultural Technology Program or Program of Seeds, Fertilizer and Water Technology. Yes, over here hybrid seeds were used, chemical based fertilizers were used, water technology means irrigation facilities were used. So yes, इसका नाम Program of Seeds, Fertilizer and Water Technology भी पढ़ा था. Now let us move on to the next topic, that is multiple cropping. इस नाम से ही मालूम चल जाता है कि यहाँ पे एक साल में एक से ज़्यादा क्रॉप उगाए जाने के बारे में बताया जाता था. Multiple cropping can be obtained by different crops on a cultivated land area. Multiple cropping show nature of agriculture work. Normally 2 types of crops are seen, we all know. The very first one is food grains, दूसरा वाला non-food grains, which is also known as cash crops. Yes, the other name of non-food grains is cash crops. Wheat, rice, quartz grains. That is millet, bajra, sorghum, jowar, maize, etc. Sorghum, jowar, alternative words जैसे millet and bajra, Hindi and English words. So, and pulses are included in food grains crops, whereas different oil seeds, that is groundnut, sesame, castors, soybean, linseed, sunflower, etc., and sugarcane, rubber, cotton, jute, etc., are included in cash crops. Now, students, meaning of cash crops and the examples of cash crops are important from the point of view of examination. Now, the reasons for multiple cropping are two. Yes, the very first one is technological factors, the second one is economic factors. First, let us understand the technological factors. Multiple cropping in an area depends on its soil, but natural है. Soil proper होना चाहिए, nutritious होना चाहिए, environment कैसा है, rain, etc. elements. Now over here the example of Madhya Pradesh is given. It says that after taking crop of millet, they take a crop of sugarcane, tobacco, etc. on the ground of irrigation facilities. Yes, depend करता है irrigation facilities कैसी हैं, उस हिसाब से वो crop जो है decide करते हैं कौन सा grow करना है. This way multiple cropping is possible due to capital. Yes, we all know money is must required, investment करना होता है. New seeds the other reason. Apart from that, the reasons are fertilizers and credit facilities. Credit facilities भी हम लोगों ने study किया. Now I move on to the next reason of multiple cropping, that is economic factors. Economic factors are important for multiple cropping. The economic factors, we have got few economic factors which are important. The very first one is to maximize price and income. Obviously बात है हाँ, वो ही चीज़ फार्मर ग्रो करना प्रेफर करेगा जिससे बेचने पे उसको मैक्सिमम इनकम होता हो. सेकेंड इज अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ एग्रीकल्चरल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स, जो इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स उसको इजीली अवेलेबल हो, नियर बाय मार्केट से उसको जल्दी मिल जाते हो. द थर्ड वन है साइज ऑफ फार्म. ये साइज ऑफ फार्म भी डिपेंड करता है. ऐसा नहीं कि मैंने इन्वेस्टमेंट इतना ज़्यादा कर दिया और मेरा फार्म एरिया छोटा था तो मुझे रिटर्न्स नहीं मिला. तो the size of farm is important. The fourth one is protection of insurance. Yes, insurance is important. Fifth one is tenure, that is the time availed from the landlord. Landlord आपको कितने टाइम के लिए land provide कर रहा है. Now, availability or scarcity of these factors are responsible for the selection of crop. Yes, कितना अवेलेबल है, नहीं है, क्या है, कैसा है, ये सारी चीज़ों पे सिलेक्शन ऑफ क्रॉप जो है वो डिपेंड करता है. नाउ द नेक्स्ट पैरा डील्स विद द प्रोडक्शन इन डिफरेंट ईयर्स ऑफ डिफरेंट क्रॉप्स. In 50-51, approximately 75% crop of food grains and 25% crop of cash crops was taken up. यानी कि बिगनिंग में देखा जाए तो फूड ग्रेन ज़्यादा थे, कैश क्रॉप्स कम थे, 75% and 25%. After 1966, multiple crop have been seen due to use of inputs of Green Revolution. Now Green Revolution result बहुत ही अच्छा आया था, तो इस वजह से multiple cropping जो था वो चालू हुआ था. In the year 70-71, about 74% of food grains where about 26% of cash crops were undertaken. अब यहाँ पे रेशियो थोड़ा सा फूड ग्रेन्स का 1% से कम हुआ है और 1% से ज़्यादा हुआ कैश क्रॉप्स था. Yes, that was in the year 70-71. Now, it has become as 64% of food grains and 36% of cash crops in the year 2006 and 7. Slowly cash crops increase हो रहे हैं, food grains decrease हो रहे हैं. But then again, due to change in multiple crops in the year 2010-11, about 66% of food grains and about 34% of cash crops were taken. मगर फिर उसके बाद वापस चेंज आया जिसमें जो कैश क्रॉप्स थे वो थोड़े डिक्रीज हो गए. That can be said on the ground details of agriculture statistics at a glance of 2010-11. Yes, 2010-11 के हिसाब से यहाँ पे हमें डिटेल्स जो थे वो बताए गए हैं. Let us move on to the third heading of crop protection. Yes, the crop protection वाली third heading. Now, agriculture productivity should increase with the use of pesticides. But in India, in our country, the use of pesticides is very less per hectare. Now, as per the survey, the figures are given to you, which says that as per the economic survey of 2015-16, India has only 0.5 kg per hectare use of pesticides, whereas in America, it was 7.0 kg, Europe 2.5 kg, Japan 12 kg, and Korea has 6.6 kg use of pesticides. Now this shows that yes, the use of pesticides is very less in our country, and because of which the crops, yes, are in danger. So we need to protect the crops by increasing the use of pesticides. Now this is the reason why 15 to 25% Indian crop got spoiled by insects, disease, weed, cattle and birds, which may be saved. Yes, it can be saved by increase in use of pesticides. Improper information of pesticides, poor quality pesticides, and lack of information of proper use of pesticides are big issues in India. Yes, sir. इम्प्रॉपर यूज़ मतलब कब, कहाँ, कितना, किस क्रॉप के लिए यूज़ होना चाहिए. क्वालिटी पुअर होगी तो बट नेचुरल है, प्रॉब्लम होगा ही. इंफॉर्मेशन भी अगर नहीं हो अच्छे से फार्मर्स को तो भी क्रॉप जो है वो प्रोटेक्ट नहीं हो पाता है. सो ऑल दीज आर द बिग इश्यूज in our country. Improper use of pesticides in India create big danger to mankind and environment. Yes, it creates a problem not only to the mankind but even to the environment. CIBRC, that is Central Insecticide Board and Registration Committee, is appointed to inform Indian farmers about various types of pesticides and its level of poison. Now, yes, in order to solve this problem, we need to inform the farmers about the different types of pesticides and what level or how much poison it contains. That publish different booklets to guide farmers which explain about the quantity of pesticides, time of usage and level of poison. Yes, we need to publish the booklets, we need to inform them by different ways. The basically it is related to the time of usage, the level of poison, etc. This information should be spread among the farmers. Yes, we need to spread this information, important information among the farmers to make the pesticides environment friendly. Pesticides should be effective but non-poisonous and cheaper to encourage small and marginal farmers for increasing agricultural productivity. Pesticide should be effective means yes, outdated पुराने नहीं होने चाहिए, काम के होने चाहिए, poisonous भी नहीं होने चाहिए. Obviously, it is harmful to the nature and to the people, those who spray. Cheaper, सस्ता होना चाहिए so that not only marginal farmers but even the small farmers can afford, and yes, obviously this will increase the agriculture productivity. The next is agriculture research. ICAR, that is Indian Council of Agricultural Research, is only institute which manages agricultural researches. Yes, it takes care of all the researches that are to be done in the field of agriculture. It provides arrangement for research and also gives adequate help. Yes, complete and proper help जो है यहाँ से मिल जाती है. It is also spreading awareness of horticulture, fishing and cattle rearing science. So apart from working hard in the field of agriculture, it also works hard in the different fields like horticulture, fishing and cattle rearing science. ICAR has done pioneer work, very important work, very great work for expansion of green revolution. It has made appropriate efforts to have national food availability and nutrition. Yes, बहुत सारे efforts लिए गए हैं जिस वजह से availability of food, nutrition जो है वो हमारे country में increase हो सके. So students, I hope I am clear to you with my topic. And yes, with this I'm done with my today's e-class, and obviously I'm done with the chapter also. So thank you.